Welcome to Must Have Classics, where we restore history one classic at a time. Welcome back to another part of our 1977 International Scout II restoration. Last episode, we got it running and driving, and then there's actually been quite a few different things happen to it since then that I haven't caught up on. That's why it's been a little while since I've done any new videos on this, but I'll catch you up right now. First off, you notice kind of a different background behind me, and that's because it's in the paint booth right now, which means it is finally time to get some color on this beauty and make it really show how nice it's gonna be. So let me catch you up on what's all been done to it so far. So if you notice, ignore all my materials and everything, the new bed liner is sprayed. Of course, it's dusty right now. And then up front, got fenders, got the hood on, new radiator, since that one blew during the test drive. So yeah, here we go, and it's ready to go. All this, I didn't actually prime it, but I have it where it'll seal real nice. And then everything else is ready to go. And paint booth wise, yeah, you know, it doesn't look the best, but it actually works well for what I do. Since I'm not painting every single day, I usually only paint once every couple months, it feels like. This is actually the old body shop for the Ford dealership. So if you look, there's our building, there's the shop, and then this is the body shop. And that's where I do my painting, is in this room. I wet down the floor, and then I've actually got fans and everything that'll circulate the air just like they did back in the 70s, 80s, and the early 90s when they were using this as a paint booth all the time, and it works out well for me. So that's what I do. Eventually I do plan to get a big booth. I just got to figure out where I want to put it because I don't have much space, honestly. I've been packing it full of cars. So what I'm going to do now is I'm actually going to get this masked up, and I'm not going to film any of that. There's really not much point. Anyone's going to mask a little bit different when they're doing their own project. And then after that, I'm going to go ahead and lay some sealer on it and lay the first color. So this is getting a two-tone color. It's going to be black, and it's going to be that silver charcoal. And I'll show you what that design is going to be after I get the black sprayed. So I'm going to spray the sealer, then I'm going to spray the black where it's going to go, because you always want to spray the smaller color for decals first so that it's easier to mask up than trying to mask up, you know, a whole body for the one color. So that's what I'm going to do, is we'll check back in after sealer's been sprayed, and then with the black been sprayed too, and then we'll get that masked up. I don't want to set my camera in here while I'm spraying because I don't have a protective case for it, and I don't want to get overspray on it. So that's what I'll do next, and we'll check back in just a second. All right, so I got the black sprayed after the sealer, of course, and I'm going to show you real quick what the actual graphics we're going to do on this is, and then I'm going to start masking them up. So as you can see, I've got this hood here painted black, and what we're actually going to do is end up following this body line up, and this center section will be black, and then we'll do that silver charcoal color around this way. And then back here, you'll see I've got the section, I've got this on the other side as well. So this right here, I'm actually going to do a stripe with 2 1/2-inch stripes on each side. So nothing really that difficult to mask up. It's all pretty simple. So should be pretty straightforward. I will show you a couple little tips. First off, anytime you're doing a fine line like I'm doing on this hood here, you want to use this 1/4 inch or even 1/8 inch tape. It just helps you get a nice fine edge, and makes it look a ton better. The sides, I'm actually going to measure that out, do 6 inches, and then do the 1/2 inch on each side. So should be pretty straightforward. So let me go ahead and get this masked up, and then once it's masked up, we'll check back in and I'll be able to get that charcoal sprayed. Once the charcoal is sprayed, then I'll get it dried, demask it, clear it all, and then that's it. Pretty straightforward, honestly. It's not that bad of a paint job. I've done a lot different ones, a lot worse styles. So let me get this masked up. Well, there we have it. I've got it all masked up. Like I said, here you can see this, get a better idea of it. So I actually did curve around through here, and then it's kind of hard to see right here, but I did actually take a curve and head that way, just so it has a nice flow to it. Of course, same on the other side. And then back here, now you can finally see what we have going on here. So this here is a 7-inch stripe and then half-inch gap. So of course this will be silver, or the charcoal color, and then this will be black. So I'm gonna go ahead and get that color sprayed now. And then after that, let it dry, demask it, and get some clear on it. So it should all go pretty smoothly from here, but we'll check back in just a second. All right, so I got that color sprayed, and then I actually went ahead and demasked the graphics on it. And I was gonna show everyone what it looked like now, but I'm just gonna do a little sneak peek of it. And then I'm gonna show it when I get it cleared and get it outside. I will say this is probably one of the coolest graphics I've done, and I've done quite a few. There might be one or two, one probably that tops this, but this one's actually really nice. Looks amazing on this Scout. Really glad to see this color out. So here's the little sneak peek you get. That's all you get. So there you go. I'll show you it outside in just a minute, and I'll get this thing cleared. It should go pretty well. And next time you see this, it'll be outside. Well, there we have it. Let me just say, wow, honestly, I really love this color and that design. Now this is actually already been buffed. After I painted it, we actually had a few days of rain and all that, so I did have to go through and buff it. Went ahead and buffed it beforehand. So that's what, if you see, you know, any of the white in here, that's just compound. But yeah, let me just say that looks amazing. I'm really happy with how it turned out. And that stripe, hopefully from back here you can kind of see that flop. So yeah, really happy with the way this thing came out. And I'll also show you real quick what else I have going on. So like I said, since it has been a couple days since I painted it, I've had to jump around and do some other things. So I actually got the next round of stuff ready to go so I can start putting this thing back together. So of course I got the tailgate there sprayed in bed liner. But then here is all the extra parts. So the half doors and the flares. And then I'll do the front and rear bumper later on. I just didn't have room to put it in here right now, and I also need some help hanging it up that I don't have today. So yeah, next episode, we'll actually start putting this thing back together. See, it's sitting out there. And should be pretty straightforward. I've got the grill, the Super Scout grill, ready to go. I've got the tailgate panel. I do still need to paint the tailgate, and I need to paint the front grill part, but I'll get that done pretty soon in the next couple of days. So yeah, next episode we'll finally start putting this beauty back together. Like I said, so happy with how it turned out. Just, I mean, it really does look amazing. I'm so happy with it. So yeah, that'll really do it for today's episode. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already to get more updates on this one as we move along. We're getting close to the finish line now. And of course, I've got a lot of other projects sitting in the shop right now that you're about to see more videos dropped on. I've been filming a lot lately and been taking care of a few things. You saw my daughter in the last video. now that she's getting a little bit older, she's almost a year old now, I can finally get a little bit more time to start uploading those videos. You know, family comes first, and that's what it's gonna be for me personally. So yeah, if you haven't already, please subscribe to the channel. Like this video. If you can, comment down below what you'd like to see us build and what you'd like to see us do. And check us out on Instagram at Must Have Classics and Facebook at Must Have Classics Ralls, RALLS. And as always, get those classics out and enjoy as much as you can, and we'll see you back in the next episode. I mean, just perfection.